Hey guys, if you guys missed last episode of Domingo de Dynamo, we tied 2-2 against Wolfsburger AC. Then we lost away in our second friendly against Deportivo Tenerife 2-1, and then we won 1-0 in our third friendly. So let episode 3 begin. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Domingo de Dynamo for episode number 3. And now we are starting in the Skybet League 2 against Luton Town Football Club. I'm really excited for the beginning of this tournament. We made a couple of changes, a couple of transfers, we brought in a couple of players. The first friendlies were kind of shaky as far as the results go. Like I said, it was one tie, one victory, and one defeat. But we're able to learn from these mistakes that we made in the friendlies to try not to make them in our first game, already starting the tournament in the Sky League 2. So the Dynamo lineup is as follows: Tyler Derrick in goal, Kofi Sarkodie, David Horst, Raul Rodriguez, and DeMarcus Beasley, and the defense positions, Asana Thiam, Thurgot, and St. Maximin in the midfield, and Bart Finney and Giles Barnes up in the striker positions. So now let's take a good look at the Luton Town lineup, which is Neil, Harriman, Franks, Wilkinson, Griffiths in the defense position, Doyle, Smith, Rooney, Guthridge, and Martin in midfield, and Benson up on top as the lone striker. So now let's get ready to begin. Take a look at the uniforms. They have the original Skybet League 2 patches on the sleeves, thanks to the Revolution mod, which I will leave a link at the bottom of the description for all you PC users out there. That way you can have personalized kits for each tournament, and you'll see it more in use as later on when we get into the cups. Actually, this was mostly established for this newest video for the Deportivo Pegasus series that you will see. So we're starting the first game of our Skybet League 2 adventure. 7th minute, Martin passes the ball over to Smith right outside the box, gives it over to Rooney, goes past Raul Rodriguez's slide, but the ball gets hit by Thiam, and it goes for a corner kick for Luton Town. So Rooney is going to get the ball inside, but Tyler Derrick, inside of his box, just takes the ball out of the air. Sends the ball over to Bart Finney, passes the ball over to Asana, looks for somebody to pass it to, sees Thurgot open, goes against two Luton Town defenders, passes the ball over to Thiam, who then goes past the slide. There's a foul, but go on. Barnes goes past the defender, shoots, and it's the first goal for Houston Dynamo by the way of Giles Barnes, the English-made Jamaican from his descent. The Jamaican national scores the first goal for the Houston Dynamo in history in the English FA. It was a nice goal, and he has his first goal, like I said, in Skybet. So now, 17th minute, Thurgot gives the ball over to Bart Finney, then gives the ball over to Barnes again, hits the goalkeeper, tries to lob the ball with his head, but the goalkeeper is able to stay with the ball. 37th minute, Doyle over to Guthridge, coming into the box, passes the ball over to Rooney, who goes against Sarkodie, tries to get out into the open, centers the ball over to Benson, but the ball lands on Doyle, but Doyle sends it way wide of the goal. 42nd minute, Martin loses the ball to St. Maximin, and so Bart Finney has the ball, sends the ball over to Giles Barnes. Bart runs and is given the through ball by Giles Barnes, one-on-one against the keeper, and he shoots, and the ball goes in for the second goal for the Houston Dynamo in the 42nd minute. Bart Finney, the youngster who we had loaned from FC Cologne, scores his first goal for the Dynamo. Hopefully, the first of many to come. The goalkeeper had no chance against Bart Finney, and it's now 2-0 coming into halftime. But before halftime, Luton Town with an opportunity. The header goes a little bit wide past the right post of Tyler Derrick. It's 2-0 at halftime. 62nd minute. Rooney sends the ball over to Gutrich, goes against Sarkodie, centers the ball to Martin, and Tyler Derrick dives, and the defenders send the ball away, but it lands right back to Gutrich. Rooney centers the ball over to Martin again, but this header was no match for Tyler Derrick. 77th minute. Harriman with the ball. Sends the ball over to nobody actually. Lands over to DeMarcus Beasley. Sends it to Fine. Counterattack. Drennan sends the ball out to Giles Barnes, who enters the goal. Centers the ball over to Drennan. No one whatsoever was marking him. And it's the third goal for the Houston Dynamo. It was a great counterattack, started by DeMarcus Beasley and ended by Giles Barnes and Michael Drennan, another youngster. The defenders were in shambles. There was actually two people open, Michael Drennan and Turgot, out in the open, nobody marking him. But it's third goal, first goal for Michael Drennan. 85th minute. Rooney, 3/4 of the field, sends the ball over to Doyle. Opens the ball to Benson, who enters and goes against three defenders, shoots. Tyler Derrick doesn't even react, and is the first goal for Luton Town. A little bit too little and too late, and they understand that. They kind of do celebrate, but the result is already final. 3-1, and a victory for the Houston Dynamo. With 3 goals, one by Michael Drennan, Bart Fine, and Giles Barnes. And we earn our first 3 points in the Skybet 2 League for the happiness of the Houston Dynamo fans. Paul Benson, the only one who scored for Luton Town. So as you can see here, Newport County wants to purchase Jason Johnson, the 23-year-old striker from the Houston Dynamo. So we can see here that we have sold Will Bruin to Blackburn Rovers for $1.1 million, and Chandler Hoffman has been accepted the offer. So now they just need to talk to his agent. And it's Capital One time now. We're going up against Northampton Town at home at BBVA Compass Stadium. We're starting our first game in this traditional cup for English football. So let's see how it ranks as well. We're trying to put a middle class lineup. I guess you can say a combination between starters and bench warmers for this game against Northampton. We can see Tyler Derrick in goal, Kofi Sarkodie, David Horst, Raul Rodriguez, and Marcus Beasley. That stays the same. Ricardo Clark and Thiam in the centers, Brad Davis and Turgot in the midfield as well, and up top with Giles Barnes and Eric El Cubo Torres. So as you can see, defenders stay the same, and the rest is a combination. Northampton Town with Duke, Maloney, Tozer, Diamond, and Horwood in the defense. Carter, Taylor, Holmes, Hackett, O'Toole, and Richards to complete the lineup for Northampton Town. So let's start now this Capital One Cup run with a bang against Northampton Town. And the game begins when Northampton with possession of the ball. And this game is underway. So now, in the 5th minute, Barnes sends the ball over to Eric Torres at midfield. 3/4 of the field, nobody comes to guard him. Diamond just lets him pass. Shot by Eric Torres right outside the box, but it goes just a little bit wide of the goal defended for Northampton Town. But Houston Dynamo want the first goal of the game. 10th minute, Northampton Town with a corner kick in favor of them, which will be sent in by Carter. So Carter's going to get the ball inside of the box towards the attacker, and Raul Rodriguez almost scores on himself. That was pretty crazy, but Tyler Derrick was well aware. 18th minute, Holmes goes past the defender, centers the ball over to Carter, but the defense clears and the ball lands in their own half to Eric Torres, who starts the counter-attack, goes up against Diamond, goes past him like nothing actually, sends the ball over to Giles Barnes, 1-on-1 against the keeper, and it's a goal for the Houston Dynamo. Giles Barnes, once again the Jamaican national, scores the first goal for the Houston Dynamo, now in the Capital One Cup. He is on fire, great striker, good pass by Eric Torres, up in space. There was nothing the defenders nor the goalkeeper could do with that shot. It was just too fast. Nobody could have stopped it. And Giles Barnes proving that he's got what it takes to be the Houston Dynamo striker. 23rd minute, Holmes, right outside the box, goes past the defender, passes the ball over to Taylor, then to O'Toole. Carter with the ball, and the shot goes a little bit wide past Tyler Derrick's goal, and it's still 1-0 in favor of the Houston Dynamo. It was a close call. 27th minute, Holmes once again with the ball, passes the ball back to Maloney. And it goes up against Ricardo Clark, then passes the ball over to Holmes, who goes past Beasley and Horse like nothing. Ball lands over to Richards, and the shot lands right on the post, but goes out for a goal kick in favor of the Houston Dynamo. That was so close. The Dynamo defense needs to get up on their balls. 62nd minute, now in the second half. Sarkodie with the ball over to Asana. Then the ball lands right on Giles Barnes, goes past Diamond, enters into the box, and there's a foul by Diamond, and it's a penalty kick in favor for the Houston Dynamo. And the referee says that it's a yellow for Xander Diamond at the 63rd minute, and it's a clear opportunity for the Dynamo to get another goal in the score sheet. Yes, that is a penalty. The slide tackle was not going towards the ball, and it avoided a clear goal taken opportunity for Giles Barnes, and there's a substitution for the Northampton Town. And once again, Giles Barnes is ready to take on that penalty kick going up against Duke of Northampton Town. So Giles Barnes shoots, and it's the second goal for the Houston Dynamo. Duke threw himself the other way of the trajectory of the ball. There was nothing he can do. It was a bad guess. Great shot by Giles Barnes, and it's the second goal for the Houston Dynamo. Third goal for Giles Barnes in this tournament, in these tournaments for this first year in the English FA. Great game by the Dynamo, and it's 2-0. So in the 90th minute, you see there's a goal kick that lands to Bart Fine, and he just heads the ball over to Eric Torres one-on-one against Duke, and he just goes past him like nothing, and it's a third goal right in the 90th minute, right in stoppage time for Eric El Cubo Torres. Cubo, he really needs to get here, and I'm talking to in real life. There's too many problems with this whole sexual assault thing in Guadalajara. But let's go back to FIFA World, and it was a great run by Cubo Torres. Great dribbling skills to go past Duke like nothing. And of course the defender, and the shot goes right inside the goal. And Eric and Cubo Torres just celebrates like if he was an old man. So this is it for a Capital One Cup. We have eliminated Northampton Town and gone to the next round. We just to wait who is the team we're gonna have to go up against, and it could be anybody from the leagues. It could even be a freaking Premier League team. So as we can see here, we're gonna try to get another goalkeeper because Tyler Derrick has that problem where he doesn't throw himself. So we're going for a tried and true Jose Antonio Rodriguez from Guadalajara, as well as a player that I believe will make a big difference in the cam position, which is Jorge Jonathan Espericueta, a dear favorite from my Tigres team. But he needs more opportunities, and we're going to go ahead and grant it to him by the way of a year-long loan. And we're just waiting to see if Tigres will accept. Sorry about that. So now we're going into our third game of this episode against Burton Albion, back in the Skybet League 2 tournament. But this time we're going to be away up in Burton Albion's stadium. and take a look at the ad boards. Those are 100% legit for the for Burton Albion. Thanks to soccergaming.com. I'll leave a description in the description the link so you can get those ad boards as well for all you PC users. So let's take a look at the lineup for the Dynamo, and well, they're really coordinating their actions. Actually, for Burton Albion, Shearer, Maynard, Slade, and Cancel, Sheriff, McCrory, Doyle, Atkins, Lenihan, Phillips, Bevan, and Knowles are in the 4-4-2 lineup for Burton Albion. And let's take a look now at the Houston Dynamo lineup, who goes in with Tyler Derrick, Angelino, Cochran, Taylor, and Bamba in the defense. So completely changed. Thiam and Asana, Brad Davis and St. Maximin in the midfield, and Bart Finney and Chandler Hoffman in the attacking positions. So let's take a look if the youngsters in the defensive position are up to the task to defend the Houston Dynamo crest and kit and uniform. Tyler Derrick, once again, he's kind of a little bit nervous. And we take a look now at AJ Cochran. He's a youngster. Let's take a look if he has the potential for it. And we take a look at our captain, Brad Davis. So it looks like the Houston Dynamo will start in possession of the ball, and off we go in the second leg. Well, not leg. The second week of Sky Bet 2 action. 35th minute, we got Bart Finney going up against the defender, against Maynard, but Maynard cannot avoid the corner kick that's going to be in favor of the Houston Dynamo. So we'll take a look right now as who's going to take that, and it's none other than our captain, Brad Davis. So both teams are starting to get into their positions to attack or defend the corner kick. Brad Davis centers the ball over to Cochran, but his header goes a little bit high of the goal defended by Burton Albion. That was a close call for the Houston Dynamo. They want to win another 3 points in Sky Bet League 2 action. So now we see Shearer takes the goal kick. Bart Finney gets the ball, passes the ball over to Thiam, and Asana opens up, centers the ball over to the attacker, but nobody heads the ball, and it's Burton Albion's ball once again. So 40th minute, we have Doyle going up against Taylor, and it goes back against him like nothing. Doyle receives the ball again, centers the ball over to Knowles, but nothing. And that's how it ends. Nothing happened at all in this game, and it ends with a 0-0 draw away against Burton Albion. Houston Dynamo starts with 4 points in Sky Bet League 2 Challenge. Now let's take a look now that Club Deportivo Guadalajara has agreed to loan us Jose Antonio Rodriguez. So this is it for episode number 3 of Domingo de Dynamo. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a like, share it and rate it, share it with your friends, whatever, and I'll try. I'm really trying, but something seems to come up that I'm not able to have a consistent schedule with the Domingo de Dynamos, but the videos will be here, and I hope you enjoy them. Future episodes are coming, and I gotta tell you, it's gonna get wild. So we'll see each other next week. Take care, guys, and follow me on Twitter at BegaGaming956.